Alright guys, so like I said, I only have the demo of this. I didn't pay for the, the Ultra HD Extreme one or, the Firestrike Extreme or anything like that. So we're just going to run, the demo, which will pop it in full screen. And again, I'll kind of sort of lean over like this so that you can see, the thermal temperatures as well as what's going on the screen. You should be able to read the average frames per second right there on the bottom. If not, I'll just tell you what it is in between. So as per Firestrike, normally it lags a little bit in the beginning, and then it'll get into like the demo. It does this whole little cutscene first to warm up the graphics card and the CPU, and I mean you could already see it going up. So you see when the load goes on. Is when the temperature starts to go up. Now the only thing I love about Firestrike is that when it really does push the graphics card and push the CPU, you'll actually see the artifacting, like really badly. So you can kind of figure out where to tone it down, where to turn it up. Like you'll see the artifacting way quicker than you would normally with any other benchmark. Like I said, this one's gonna run it hot. Just because this one does a lot more of the graphics. Sorry, I'm trying to find a comfortable position to hold the camera. I don't have a tripod, and I use my iPhone to do all the recordings. You guys know this, so bear with me. So as you can see, the CPU is running about 30 degrees Celsius. Graphics card's pushing about 80. And like I said, I mean, I've never seen it get above 80, 82. Of course now it's gonna do it just because I said that, but but 80, 82 seems to be like the max for the temperature with the 390X. If you set it correctly. And with this overclock, I haven't had to get any higher than that. And I mean, you can see the little dial on the bottom right there that shows, where it's going. The max temperature, which is 194 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius, is that top little bar right over here, which it's nowhere near. Try to zoom that in so you can see a little better. Sorry, we're gonna get some colored flares every now and then, so I might have to, play with the zoom. Trying to get it so, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see the average frame per second. Frame per second right now is about 60 to 80 frames per second. Just dipped down into 55, 60s, 70, 80s, back down to 60 again. So that was test 1. Test 2 is a graphics test. I wish they didn't make the numbers so tiny. They should make them like bigger or like brighter. Can't even read them there. So average FPS so far is 40 to 50. Oh, now we just jumped up to 80. 60s, 50s. Oh, now you can kind of sort of see it, huh? I guess it depends on the flaring or the color. I just can't tell what the camera can pick up and what the camera's not picking up, but you guys can see the frames per second, so I can see it. Again, look at the the graphics card temperature now. Now this is what your typical game would have. Look at this. This is like a heavy duty, workload right now. 30 frames per second, 25, 26. That's a lot of stuff going on right there. Now the very hardest test is this last one. It's the combined test of the graphics and the CPU. So you're going to have all those statues in the background breaking down as well as them fighting. So there's stuff going on in the foreground, stuff going on in the background. And this one I've never been able to score high on no matter what I do. And even with my little brother's computer who has a 4790K and a GTX 980, he can't score better than me either. So, this one you'll see the FPS like really take a dip. But like I said, there's a lot going on in this test right here. Alright, let's see what our results are. So we got a 9907. Graphics score of 13,796. Sorry, I got my finger in the way. Physics score of 8814. Combined score of 3384. And it actually does pick up that it's an R9 390 series. Again, it's not going to show that it's a 390X. We need to see the physics score, the graphics test, 66.4 was average. The graphics test 2 was 54.7. Physics test was 27.98, and the combined test average FPS of 15.74, which is actually like I said, very, very good. Yeah, see, this is the thing, is that because I'm running a beta version of the AMD software, it says that the graphics driver was not approved. So for real validation, it doesn't accept it. But that's what I mean is, this is what this computer's capable of doing. Like I said, look at the temperature of the graphics card now, and then again look at the temperature of the CPU, which is right here. When it gets going and you really get a good load on it, it does get pretty hot, but then it brings it back down real quick. That's the beauty of the H100, and also the fans being cranked up the way I have them. But ultimately, like I said, I wanted to make this video for you guys so you guys can see that the computer can run pretty much any game. If it can run those 3 benches on extreme with those frames per second, it can run pretty much any game maxed out 100%, at 1080p. Now when it comes to 1440 by, what is it, or when it comes to 1440p or the 4K, I don't think it could do that, but 1440p you can actually change it so that it does run in that on here through the AMD software. So there is actually the option to do the GPU or
virtual super resolution. I personally don't do it just because it doesn't look right on this computer or on these monitors. It makes it like look really really tiny, and it doesn't really you know just getting it to fit correctly on the screens doesn't fit correctly at all, and you end up having sizing issues when you go into YouTube or Twitch or whatever. So personally, I didn't like it. I also didn't like it during gaming. I think they still have some tweaks they need to do as far as the AMD software, but they're close. They're real close. Um, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the little 3 clips that I made for you guys of the benchmarks. You pushing the computer to doing what it can do. And like I said, let me know what you guys' thoughts are.